Here lies Blue's sobriety, her sanity, and last shred of decency. She will be remembered as a flake with good intentions but bad influences. Let's just get right into it. I started drinking again. First beer, and then Friday I bought a handle of whiskey. Finished most of it in a night. Spent $100 on a never-ending pasta bowl, unlimited pass from Olive Garden. Like, why would I do that? Picked up vaporizing again, eating worse and less than before because I'm filling up on alcohol. I've just been battling some stuff again, trying to remain composed but failing miserably, and then hating myself for it. Being my own worst enemy. I don't really feel like rehashing anything right now, especially not here, but since I'm sober at this moment, I might as well put things out on the table. Sometimes we fail. Sometimes we don't get what we want, and it destroys us temporarily. Because we're big old babies sometimes. Our entire worlds can be wrecked. We could have messed up everything. But that's a casualty of our lack of emotional intelligence. Even if you had to make selfish decisions to protect yourself, decisions other people would have made and have made in your shoes, their double standards don't fall on you. Sometimes people have to hurt for a moment, but it matters little compared to allowing yourself to continue to hurt yourself. So hopefully I can move past this, find some sort of meaning in all of the knots in my stomach and pain in my heart, and maybe I can channel that energy into creating instead of destroying. That's easy to say when I'm sitting in an apartment by myself. No one to have to avoid, no one to watch and judge me for the mess I really am. It's hard sometimes, man, trying to stay on track, do the things you know that you're supposed to do. It's hard to remind yourself to not drink. Hard to say in those moments, we need to take a run, we need to eat better food. Let's do something except waste our day. But I'm bad at that. I've never had a good support system, so many of the major changes I've ever made in my life have been through my own initiation. But even still, all of my good habits eventually fall off. Because for someone like me, I need someone to hold me accountable. I tried using my mom, but she's resistant to change, so getting her to try something that would improve her quality of life is even more difficult than trying to get me to do 100 sit-ups a day. By that I mean it's hard as fuck. So why do you need an accountability buddy? Can't you do this shit for yourself? Is it wise to place the burden of your goals on the shoulders of another person who has no investment in you? Yeah, it's true that at the end of the day, you should be able to look at yourself and know yourself, know your reasons for making the decisions that you do. But you're not there yet, right? I mean, are we ever really? Even the best of you have days where you're just not feeling it. So why do we need an accountability buddy? Well, for one, we don't really get the point of holding ourselves accountable. Accountability isn't about punishing ourselves if we don't hit our goals. It's about checking in on ourselves and getting some feedback from other people so we can make sure we stay on track. Second, we let ourselves get away with a lot of shit sometimes. We make up a million reasons why we can't do the stuff we say we're gonna do. I'm tired and I'm busy are some pretty common excuses we use to get out of our commitments to ourselves. You're more likely to stay on top of your good habits once you're not able to use these excuses. A good accountability buddy just isn't gonna let you get away with that shit. We hit walls from time to time. How often are you just breezing through those good habits, hitting the gym on schedule, eating great, you're mentally balanced, and then bam, weekend hits, you probably have a couple of beers, you skip the gym, and then you pick up french fries on your way home. No, I swear I'm not speaking from experience or anything. Okay, maybe I am. But it happens. And when it does, sometimes it becomes easy to say fuck it and slip back into not taking care of ourselves. One bad day has the potential to alter our headspace, in turn affecting our behavior, our environment. It's a slippery slope, guys. So who should you choose to be your accountability buddy? For starters, it should be someone that you respect and trust. If you're not going to be able to tell yourself, your backup needs to be someone whose word you'll actually pay mind to. If this is someone you don't believe has your or even their best interest in mind, you'll probably be less likely to take what they say into consideration. So choose someone you look up to. It can be a friend, a parent, a teacher, but it must be someone whose influence means something to you. You need someone who's willing to see through your excuses. Someone who's going to be 100 with you when they see you slipping up. And you're not allowed to let your delicate ego be affected by this. You need this. You need to hold yourself accountable. If you find yourself offended by your buddy telling you what's up, then maybe it's time to sit back and reevaluate why you're even trying to begin with. Put your ego aside and understand that someone who's looking out for your well-being doesn't deserve to bear the brunt of your mood. Hell, they don't even have to tell you a damn thing to begin with. Remember, you need them sometimes. If they're straight up with you, you can't be upset by that. Your accountability buddy can't be a rescuer. Your accountability buddy can't be the one making excuses for you, backing you up every time you have an excuse for not doing something. If you say, "It's because I'm tired," your buddy can't always respond with, "You're right, you deserve to take a day off." And maybe this is okay to do sometimes. But if they're not encouraging you to keep it up and are more often than not helping you get out of it, then it's probably not a good accountability buddy. This person has to want accountability too. You guys are like the tag team champions of the world! The Road Dogg Jesse James and the badass Billy Gunn. They encourage you, you encourage them. It's a two-way street of positivity. If you're able to do the same, then this is a mutually beneficial relationship. You help each other learn, grow. That's all I got for you guys this round. If you're having trouble finding an accountability buddy, you can always email me at blue@hihowareyou.us, the letter U, the letter S. I'm always looking for a firm kick in the ass. If you're up to reading suggestions, I've been recommending Mind Over Mood to everyone I know, even though I've only made a small dent in it myself. It's essentially the definitive guide to CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. My therapist recommended it to me, and it's about understanding your relationship between your thoughts, behavior, and environment to ease the suffering of the mind, negative emotions, how to reframe your thoughts to become a happier person. You can go to hihowareyou.us/mindovermood to pick it up from Amazon if you want. If you've read it, let me know your thoughts on it. Subscribe and rate on iTunes if you love me. If you do, send me an email letting me know you did it so I can reply with how awesome you are. I always say I'm working on being more consistent, so to any of you still listening, thank you for your patience.